Human, so the cardboard. I just woke up, but I rolled over, turned on the celly, and I looked at Yu-Gi-Oh organization to see if there was any news this morning, and I found this: the new Whitewood spell card. Pretty interesting stuff. This is all we have, just one card here. Konami's definitely been trickling to us this week, but the good thing is that that does mean next week, like going into next week, we're still going to have like 45 cards yet to be revealed with like 20 days left for the set. So that's a good place to be. Anyway, we're getting into it. Let's just jump right in. This is the Fiend of the Whitewoods. I love the artwork, by the way, on this. This is really cool. You have like this like creepy, almost like Tim Burton silhouette behind the scenes with like all these nasty thorns and vines and stuff. I actually really like the artwork on this one. Alright, you can only use the first and second effects once per turn. Tribute summon, or sorry, tribute, not tribute summon. Tribute one synchro monster. Then target one face-up card on the field as cost. Negate its effects until the end of this turn. Then, if you tributed a Whitewoods synchro at activation, you can special summon one illusion monster from your graveyard. Second effect of this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a monster effect. You can set this card. So classic Whitewood spell in that second effect, right? They all have that same clause. It just works with the archetype. That's what they're all based around, right? They go send a spell from hand or field to... You send one card from hand or field, spell or trap wise, and then you go +1 or 2 from there. All of the monsters do. Still a solid engine. I really do think the engine has potential. I think it's being gate kept just a little bit right now by like obviously Snake Eye, and then from there, from there we're going to see what happens with Yubel, Fiendsmith, and stuff. But those seem to be like they're going to be the top two decks, running around going forward. We'll see if this deck can compete with those. But this card I think is nice. It's a nice utility card. Does it like super change my overall opinion about Whitewoods? Not necessarily. The good thing is, like, at the end of the day, with this archetype, all like any of the speller traps are just fine because they count as at least 2 sends for like Whitewoods combos. So that's pretty nice. The one thing that does kind of rub me the wrong way about this card just a little bit is the tribute cost is kind of heavy here. Tributing a whole synchro to just like target a card, negate it until the end of the turn seems like a little bit of heavy cost, but I don't know. Like I'm still caught in the middle because I do think it's a nice card. This is a synchro deck that like tends to kind of play right into the hands of like a droplet type strat. You know what I mean? Droplet or Dark Ruler No More really seem like cards that can give this kind of strategy big problems in that they can't be responded to, so they can kind of answer your whole board. So I do like this as an option for the deck if we are in a heavy, not even just heavy, but like if we're in a format where you really are fearing those cards as cards that can just completely handle your entire end board for the most part. This is a really nice card to be able to get access to pretty easily with the deck. To just not be able to fear those cards nearly as hard. So I'm okay with that. And I don't know the deck well enough. It's literally not even out for the TCG yet. It's going to come out in like a week and a half. But I don't even know if you play illusion monsters in Whitewoods, honestly, because like I know the archetypes like almost all spellcaster. I'm sure you can find a way to, because there are some generic illusion monsters, even if it's just like the rabbit, Silhouette rabbit, but you'd have to get him engraved. So I don't know about that. I don't know. There's weird things here. Like I think this card still could be, even at the worst case scenario, a side deckable going first option, where you could, if you're already looking at playing something like Solemn Judgment or just like a Floodgate, right, like D-Barrier, instead of a third copy of one of those, why not side one of those out for this, where this is just a much more reachable option because of your engine. You don't have to hard draw it. I get it. Tributing a synchro is kind of annoying. But I think at the end of the day, if it saves you, if you give up one synchro to save the whole rest of your board, because normally the deck is ending on a good couple different ones, that could actually be worth it in the end. So I don't know. I think it's okay. To me, it's like a potential one of in the deck, because worst case scenario, even if you draw it and it's not ideal, you just use it as part of your combo. You send it, it comes back, it's another send. It's a double, you know what I mean? It's double cost for any of your Whitewood cards. It doesn't blow me away, though. I know a lot of people were really anticipating like a really strong second wave for Whitewoods. This certainly is not that for me, but I do think this is like a usable utility card for the archetype. So that's kind of where I landed at the end of the day. It's kind of just like an in-between card. It's usable. It's a playable one-of for the most part. But it maybe could have even been like a legit potential 3-of if it tributed any Whitewoods monster instead of a synchro. I just really don't love that as a going second card. This is why you probably wouldn't be able to play 3 of it. Is as a going second card, you wouldn't be able to like play into a board by going like normal summon one of your Whitewoods that try to send something, and if your opponent tries to respond to that to negate that card, you wouldn't even be able to chain this because you wouldn't have a synchro on field yet. Right? The fact that you already have to get to a synchro is a little bit tough for this card's going second utility, at least. But going first, it's fine. So, all in all, just nice little utility card for them. Nothing crazy. That's kind of where I land with Whitewoods. But they're already in a good spot after the first wave. They to me are sitting in more of a position where, like, they're hoping, like, Fiendsmith and maybe Yubel, we'll see how strong Yubel actually is with Fiendsmith, get a legit, you know, dealing on the next ban list, and hopefully give them a little more breathing room in the format. But we'll see. But that's it. That's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, as always, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Obviously, this is for an archetype that is not even out yet in the TCG, so I have not even been able to do much with this archetype in like separate testing. So if there's anything specific this card does that is even better for Whitewoods that I'm giving it credit for, please let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll keep you posted with any more news. Like I said, ton of news coming. Still over half of this set to go in the next like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, which is a lot. There's a ton of cards coming. Not to mention, we should be expecting first reveals for Blue Eye Structure Deck. We should be expecting maybe the first archetype from the deck build pack coming up to get revealed, all in the next, like, that same time span, 2.5 weeks. So I'll keep you posted on any news that drops there. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.